Good day, everyone. In today's session, we will discuss a very important topic, important aspects of preventive maintenance strategy and the factors that support a preventive maintenance strategy. The planned or preventive maintenance strategy is primarily designed to reduce or eliminate breakdown maintenance. By properly analyzing and implementing this strategy, we can improve the overall corrective maintenance performance and achieve our ultimate goal, nil unscheduled stoppages. Such a strategy not only ensures reliable machinery operation but also has a positive influence on all personnel involved, creating a more efficient and safety oriented work environment. To correctly implement and continuously improve preventive maintenance, often referred to as PM, there are four major aspects that must be considered. These are engineering, economic, psychological or motivational, and management. These aspects are essential if our aim is to have zero incidents and zero breakdowns. Let's understand each of these in detail. The engineering aspect is all about performing the right task with the right technique at the right frequency and using the right tools. Here, the component and the system must always be viewed in totality, meaning we must see how each part interacts with the others. This holistic view helps in avoiding overlooked weak or vulnerable points in the system. It is also important to analyze the consequential effect of any component or system failure because one small defect can sometimes lead to a major breakdown. In short, good engineering practices always help reduce costs and lead to efficient performance of tasks, forming the technical backbone of a successful maintenance strategy. The second one is the economic aspect. Here, we must understand that maintenance must always be worth the effort. Unless the issue is critical, such as one leading to downtime, environmental impact, or a safety concern, the procedures adopted should be economically justified. We must always compare the value of the potential failure with the cost of the maintenance effort. Spending more to maintain a system that is worthless is simply not practical. Therefore, while calculating the cost of maintenance, we must include all related factors, executive time, labor cost, spares and stores, and other logistics. The concept of reliability centered maintenance or RCM adds greater depth to this economic approach as it incorporates safety, environmental impact, and downtime into the economic evaluation. The third important aspect is the psychological or motivational aspect. The effectiveness of a planned or preventive maintenance system depends largely on the people involved, the seafarers, superintendents, and managers. All of them must be properly motivated so that the job are carried out as per plan and schedule. Personnel must be well trained and made aware of the importance of the PM system. They should feel that they are an important part of the maintenance system, not just executing tasks mechanically. A sense of team spirit and ownership is crucial. When the personnel on board are fully aware of the system's goal and understand how the maintenance program benefits them and the vessel, they perform with more dedication. It is also essential that routines and procedures are developed in consultation with shipboard personnel, ensuring their cooperation and creating a positive attitude towards the system. The fourth aspect is the management aspect. A planned or preventive maintenance system must be constantly monitored by management to ensure quality and effectiveness. Maintenance quality is not the responsibility of an individual, it is a collective effort involving all connected personnel. Managers must encourage a what if attitude, making questions like what if this fails, what can we do better, such continuous evolution helps to improve the system over time. The mission for maintenance management should be to provide reliable vessel by reducing unscheduled stoppages as much as possible and ultimately achieving zero unscheduled stoppages. Additionally, the knowledge gained and Lessons learned from the operation and maintenance process should be shared with designers and technical authorities so that future systems can be improved further. So far, we have discussed the four important aspects that make a preventive maintenance strategy effective: engineering, economic, motivational, and management. Now, let us discuss the factors that actually support the implementation of preventive maintenance in practice. These are the actions and processes that make the PM strategy function smoothly on a day to day basis. The factors supporting a preventive maintenance strategy include task, inspection, TLC, tighten, lubricate, and clean, adjustment, planned component renewal, PCR, readings, discussion on board, short repairs. Let's go through each of these in detail. First, we have task. This involves preparing a list of all maintenance activities to be performed during an overhaul or scheduled maintenance period. These tasks would be based on experience, failure history, and manufacturer's recommendations. The purpose is to ensure that all necessary work is covered, both routine and improvement oriented, to benefit the system as a whole. The next factor is inspection. Inspection plays a key role in preventive maintenance because it helps identify potential problems before they turn into failures. By simply looking, listening, and feeling, an experienced engineer can detect abnormalities. This can be further supported by condition monitoring instruments such as vibration detectors, thermometers, or pressure sensor, which help in diagnosing issues early. Regular inspection ensure that maintenance actions are based on actual condition rather than assumptions. The third factor is TLC, tighten, lubricate, and clean. This is perhaps the most fundamental preventive maintenance activity. By, by tightening the loose parts, lubricating moving components, and cleaning equipment regularly, many potential problems can be eliminated even before they occur. TLC not only improves the performance but also extends the working life of components. In short, regular TLC is a simple yet powerful tool for preventive maintenance. Next come adjustment. To keep equipment working optimally, regular tuning and adjustments are essential, whether it's setting clearances, alignment, or control parameters. A small adjustment can make a big difference in performance and reliability. Therefore, adjustments should be treated as a regular maintenance task, not just a corrective action. The fifth factor is planned component renewal or PCR. This involves the timely replacement of components before they fail. By studying the system and understanding which components are likely to wear out or fail, we can plan replacement in advance. This proactive approach helps in preventing unexpected failures, reduces downtime, and improves the overall reliability of the system. Next, we have readings. Regular monitoring of operating parameters such as temperature, pressure, vibration, and consumption provides valuable insight into the equipment's condition. Any abnormal trend in these readings should be investigated promptly, and corrective actions should be initiated. Proper scrutiny of monitored data always allows early detection of deterioration and ensure timely maintenance intervention. The next supporting factor is discussion on board. Regular communication between shipboard staffs and superintendents is vital. Discussion about the mode and method of maintenance, observed issues, and possible improvements helps in refining the maintenance process. Such interaction promotes knowledge sharing and ensures that the entire crew understands and follows the maintenance philosophy consistently. The final factor is short repairs. While carrying out inspection, if small issues are noticed, they should be repaired immediately, not postponed. Short repairs are not temporary fixes but permanent small scale repairs that prevent larger failures later on. This improves efficiency, saves time, and increases productivity. Inspections may be routine or even part of internal audits, but performing short repairs during those times is a smart and effective practice. To summarize, the preventive maintenance strategy aims to reduce or eliminate breakdowns and achieve zero unscheduled stoppages. To make it effective, we must focus on four key aspects: engineering, economic, motivation, and management. And to support it, we rely on practical activities, tasks, inspection, TLC, adjustments, planned components, renewal, reading discussions, and short repairs. Together, Together these ensure a strong, reliable, and efficient maintenance system. In conclusion, preventive maintenance is not just a routine, it's a complete philosophy that combines engineering accuracy, economic judgment, human motivation, and managerial control. When all these aspects work together, we can truly achieve our goal of zero incidents and zero breakdowns. Thank you for listening. Here I am adding some short video related to discussed topic. Hope you will like it.
In this media, you are going to learn about the important aspects of planned or preventive maintenance strategy. The planned or preventive maintenance strategy is designed to reduce or eliminate the breakdown maintenance. By analyzing the strategy and corrective maintenance, performance can be improved in achieving the goal of nil unscheduled stoppages. But in order to correctly implement and continuously improve upon to make the PM effective, there are four aspects to consider. They are engineering, economic, psychological, and management. Engineering. The right tasks have to be done with right technique at the right frequency with the right tools. Good engineering always helps to reduce cost and leads to efficient performance of tasks. Economic. Unless it is critical, leading to a downtime or environmental or safety issue, the procedures must be worth the effort. The value of the failure has to be always looked in to compare to the cost of the effort. When calculating the cost of the effort, it should also include the cost of executive time, labor cost, spares and stores cost, etc. Motivation. The persons involved in planned or preventive maintenance include not only the seafarers but superintendents and managers. Everyone has to be motivated and trained so that the jobs are carried out as planned. Personnel on board should be fully aware of the goal and how the system is beneficial to them. Routines and procedures should be made in consultation with personnel on board to improve a positive attitude. Management. Planned or preventive maintenance system and the procedures should be constantly monitored. The mission for maintenance for the managers should be to provide reliable vessels by reducing unscheduled stoppages as far as possible. The quality of the system is not an individual effort, and all the connected personnel should be familiar with the procedures and should have what-if attitude with a view to continuously improve the system. Thus, you have learned about the important aspects of planned or preventive maintenance strategy. In this media, you are going to learn about the factors supporting preventive maintenance strategy. Various factors that support the preventive maintenance strategy are extending the life of the equipment or component. For example, lubricating a bearing or a moving part or joint. Detection of the component or asset which is about to fail. Task: a list of all tasks to be performed during an overhaul and any other work which will benefit the system as a whole, either based on experience or on the history of failures. Inspection: any abnormality that are detected by visual inspection or with the help of condition monitoring instruments such as vibration detector. TLC: this is the most fundamental thing that extends the working life of the component by tightening, lubricating, and cleaning procedures. Adjustments: in order to make sure that the equipment or component works optimally, tuning or adjustments should be done as a regular task. PCR, planned component renewal. By properly studying the system, the weak links can be identified and replacement of the component should be done before the failure occurs. Readings: monitor data of parameters as well as consumptions must be properly scrutinized. Also, the abnormalities should be investigated and corrective action should be initiated as soon as possible. Discussions on board: listen and discuss with the ship staff about the mode of maintenance being done and correct where necessary. Short repairs: while inspection is carried out by the inspection team comprising of one or more persons, minor issues are repaired. This improves efficiency as well as productivity, and it is different from temporary repairs. Thus, you have learned about the factors supporting preventive maintenance strategy.